Ladies and gentlemen, on this episode of Arms Day with Death from Above, we got some max stability ARIs, we got an interesting shotgun, and lots of other guns to get through. I think we have 8 or 9 in total, so if you're excited about it, let's get into it. It's Wednesday, day 2 of Age of Triumph, and the first day I've actually really gotten to play, and it is Arms Day. So what I like to do on Arms Day is talk to Banshee, look at the guns that he's got, make some decisions, talk about the field test weapons. There's some new changes. There's some interesting changes to the gunsmith. Not a lot of big stuff, but some little changes that might make a big difference. So we'll talk about foundry orders for this week. We'll talk about the roles. We'll talk about what I like, what I don't like. We'll talk about foundry orders for next week, and we'll talk about field test weapons and gunsmith rank. So that sounds like a good idea. Come along, let's get into it. So let's get into it. We got some packages to look at, but first we're going to talk about the gunsmith. He's got some changes, just small ones, but now these field test weapons will give you more rep. How much more? I don't know. But supposedly they give you more rep. So let's go ahead and pick up one and see what it looks like when we grab it. I still can't see what it's going to give me. I don't know. It doesn't tell me how much rep it's going to give me, but Bungie has said that now they give you more rep. So I imagine it'll give you, it used to give you 250 rep each time for a gunsmith field test weapon. 400 maybe? I don't know. I'll hit you back on Twitter and let you know exactly how much it is, but it should be easier to use these weapons to level up the gunsmith, and the gunsmith should give you 400 max light drops when you level him up. So don't quote me on that, I haven't done it yet, but those should be 2 major changes that you get. Now, let's take a look at the actual foundry orders that he has available and see what we see. So it's at 320 light, not a big deal, nothing changed there. So let's take a look at the field test weapons. We'll talk about them and give some recommendations on where to get those completed. The Age of Triumph thing is just going to keep popping up. It's just going to happen. So we got the Suros TSA-10 auto rifle, Omolon Test FR1 fusion rifle, Hakke Test A hand cannon, TSR rocket launcher, and the Test A sniper rifle. You're going to have to do double kills with a sniper, high ranking enemies for the rocket launcher, crucible kills with the hand cannon. I don't recommend that, it's not fun. Vex Minotaurs with the fusion, and using crucible with the auto rifle. So these 3 can all be done at the same place, the rocket, the sniper, and the fusion. You can do them on Venus, on the Citadel, because you're going to have high ranking enemies, yellow bar enemies, you're going to have Minotaurs, and you're going to have other enemies that you can make double kills with. So that's the most normal place you can do that in. These 2 you do in the Crucible anywhere. I would think 6s is going to be your best bet, but this hand cannon is a big pain in the butt to try to do. Auto rifle will be fine. You'll get that done pretty quickly, but the hand cannon is really not a fun gun. So those are the field test weapons if you wanted some insight on how to take care of those, and they should give you a little bit more rep this time around. And the gunsmith packages should be pretty nice, so if you needed those, get to it. So first up, Thesan FR4 fusion rifle, the high impact, low rate of fire, or low charge rate fusion rifle with really good base stability. This one, I just need a little bit more range, and it's an amazing fusion rifle. So we have first with Grenadier, quick draw, injection mold, danger close, and unflinching. It's okay. I mean, it's fine. Nothing amazing, but that one's fine. Definitely can say that one's okay. Ooh, but here you go. How about some rangefinder and hand-laid stock? So, Grenadier, lightweight, hand-laid stock, rangefinder, danger close. I would go with rangefinder, lightweight, and Grenadier. Just get that extra range. Stability is already very good, and stability is what helps the bolts stick together closely. So you'll do well to be using that. And finally, we have hot swap, unflinching, oiled frame, lightweight, and surrounded. Hot swap is good. Unflinching's okay. Maybe surrounded be I don't know. I would probably pick up that second one with rangefinder. That's going to give you probably your best bet. Although rangefinder somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but rangefinder may or may not be a huge advantage on a fusion rifle. But second or third one, or actually first one, either one, they're all pretty good. So you can't really go wrong with a Thesan if you want a good fusion rifle. It's got good stability, decent range, and it's in that right archetype for impact and charge rate. So next up, JLB-42. Just gonna look for something with okay, no grenades and horseshoes. So if you wanted a good PvP roll, hold on to this until next week. But if you want one with cluster bombs, single point sling, speed reload, perfect balance, cluster bombs, probably pass on that one. No blast radius or velocity perk. This one got tracking, single point sling, flared magwell, quick draw, and javelin. So that was okay if you wanted a tracking launcher with javelin. And then finally, we have cluster bombs again. You've got javelin and heavy payload. I would recommend this one. Have a little fun. This one you can just aim near an enemy and the cluster bomb should take care of it, especially with heavy payload. You're going to get near max blast radius, so that's actually kind of a fun gun. If you pick that up, let me know. But if you want the ultimate PvP role, wait for grenades and horseshoes. If you want to have fun with PvE with a good rocket launcher, this one probably be pretty cool. So you also have soft launch for that extra velocity. So that one could be pretty good, Next up, we have the Suros ARI-41, a mid-impact, mid-range fire auto rifle from Suros. Let's see what we can look at. So we got the 26 to 41, not my favorite scopes. Hammer Forge, Feather Mag, Small Bore, Single Point Sling, and Feeding Frenzy. Small Bore, Hammer Forge, Feeding Frenzy could be a really decent combination. You're going to get some pretty good range out of it. Hammer Forge and Small Bore will push that range out, especially with the new auto rifle range change they just did with 2.6. Feeding Frenzy is pretty cool too, so it's a pretty decent roll. I don't like the scopes on it, but it'll do all right. What was the pop-up scope? Was it the 19 or the 12? The 12. I prefer the 19, but the 12's okay. They're all pretty good. The 12 is the skinny pop-up sight. Next up, we have Icarus, Reinforced, Single Point Sling, Fitted Stock, and Appended. So Reinforced is going to drop your stability. Fitted Stock will help you get it back. More stability, the better. But the good thing about this gun is it has pretty decent stability already. So if you wanted to run this, you could for that extra range and stability and in-air accuracy. If you're into that sort of thing. But then you have this counterbalance, perfect balance version. Ooh, hand-laid stock. That is super max stability. Max stability ARI-40 fun. Ha! There you go. It's not got the range, but you might be all right. I don't know. Let me know if you pick this one up. That's a max stability ARI-41 that is very interesting. So I might grab that and try that out later. It may not be the best choice, but I think it actually is the best choice. So pick that one up. Go for max stability, have some fun with it, see what you think, and really the other two are okay. The first one's pretty good if you want to have an interesting talent setup. The last one's really interesting. It's not going to have that great a range, but that stability, man, crazy stability on that gun. So maybe the third one, have some fun with it. Next up, we have the Omolon Uffern HC4 hand cannon. I'm looking for something very specific on this one. Rescue mag is okay. I'm seeing Grenadier and Mulligan on all of them, so let's take a look at them. If you ain't got Rifle Barrel, I ain't interested in you. So triple tap, Eye of the Storm, single point sling. Yeah, no, not gonna look at that one. This is one of the guns I've been holding on to for a little while that I want to get that perfect roll. I've already got a Luck in the Chamber Rifle Barrel with, I think, Grenadier or something. Rescue mag, Eye of the Storm, Rifled Barrel, Single Point Sling, and Grenadier. This one's good. If you wanted a good version, this one's good. Rescue mag will help you out in PvP. Rifle Barrel's got that range, and Grenadier is always good. So it's a decent roll on that one. It's not the roll that I'm looking for. But if you were going to pick up one, that second one's really good. Then we have a triple tap, which I don't like triple tap on this gun. The mag size is too small. This one does have extended mag, which will take it up to 8 or 9. But you don't get Rifled Barrel. And with the hand cannon range decrease, you really need Rifle Barrel more than ever. So I'm going to say get the second one, or hold out until next week if you have an Uffern package. Next up, we have the Jingukogo-D shotgun. This one, I can tell you, the most fun roll that I've ever had. Feeding Frenzy, final round, Rifled Barrel. So we got Rifle Barrel, Feeding Frenzy, Last Resort. That's a good one. That's not bad. You just don't get that final round like I like to have. It is a 3-shot, medium impact, medium rate of fire shotgun. Not the best. The Strongbow-D is exactly the same. Just basically the same gun with 5 of the mags. So, you know, there you go. If you got both of them, they're very similar. So that one's 2/3 of the roll that I got that I think is hilarious, but hilarious as in fun in PvE. So here we have a crowd control, hot swap, oiled frame, perfect balance, single point sling. This one could be cool for PvE. Not a bad choice here. Oiled frame, because I mean, if you're running straight up on enemies, single point sling, maybe you go with hot swap and crowd control. But the 3-round shot make crowd control not that desirable, just not that good. And then finally we have last resort, battle runner, oiled frame, hand loaded, and lightweight. If I was gonna grab one, I'd grab the first one. That would definitely be the first pick I would make. The other two are just kind of, they're not gonna work well with the gun. It's not gonna be the best choice because I mean, last resort is a throwaway on this gun to me. Because you're not going to use this in trials or anything, not even close. But grab that first one if you want to have some fun with Feeding Frenzy and Rifled Barrel. Next up, we have the ARI-45 auto rifle. This is the high-impact, low-rate-of fire auto rifle from Suros. Not as good of a stability as the ARI-41, but still an interesting choice. This one has spray and play, small bore, snapshot, hammer forged, appended magazine, the 28, the 57, and the 19. All my favorite scopes. Snapshot if you don't want to use small bore, appended magazine if you want increased magazine size. This one's not bad. Hammer forged, small bore, spray and play, pretty good setup there because you're going to be ending the magazine most of the time on an auto rifle, so spray and play is pretty useful. But look at that, counterbalance. What else? Reinforced, snapshot, fitted stock, feather mag. Reinforced is going to bring your stability down, but counterbalance is going to keep them centered. So all you have to do is control that vertical recoil, and fitted stock or feather mag could really help you out there. Feather mag will reduce the mag size though, so I'm not a huge fan. It has the 57 and the 19. I don't like the 26 so much, but interesting. Good roll there. I like it. We've got some good choices on the ARI-41. And then last we have partial refund and speed reload, hand laid stock, appended magazine, perfect balance. So perfect balance and hand laid stock are going to give you some seriously good stability. That'll hit max stability actually. Ooh. And then we got the 27, the 26 to 57, and the 19 again. So that's another max stability Suros auto rifle, and you wouldn't have expected to see that there. The 45 with the partial refund is the max stability version, but the counterbalance one's solid. So really, I think dealer's choice, which one you want. Either one of these is pretty good. So I like the first one. I like the third one. 2 max stability Suros auto rifles in the same day. I cannot believe it. So next up we have the Hakke Lyudmila-D. So I'm looking for something extremely specific on this. I want counterbalance, head seeker, hand laid stock. I will go with head seeker, feeding frenzy, hand laid stock. But other than that, I'm not interested. So it looks like I'm not interested. Now, is this a good roll? It's okay. You need a little bit of stability with this gun because it kicks up and to the left pretty hard. I'm not a big fan of that setup with the last resort. Never like last resort on my guns because I'm never in that situation. We do have head seeker, rodeo, injection mold, speed reload, high caliber rounds. You can get by with this one with head seeker because it's going to kick up. So if you aim kind of to their left arm, it'll kind of kick up to the head. You can probably get by with this one pretty well with injection mold and rodeo with head seeker. Solid choice, not my favorite choice, but it's a choice that'll work. Then we have crowd control, unflinching, injection mold, speed reload, and snapshot. And you may like this one too. It does have a big mag, so crowd control does work out pretty well for this gun. But unflinching for PvP, crowd control for fun, and injection mold. This one, if you're running PvE, you can do this one all day long. It's got a big mag, good with injection mold, and these talents are going to help you get by pretty quick. But it doesn't have the thing that I'm looking for, so we're going to hold that one until next week again. And finally, the Strongbow-D. I'm seeing some interesting combinations. This one could be pretty good. Now, this is the 5-round mag version of the Hakke shotgun. So this one's got crowd control, hot swap, single point sling, hand loaded, and hand laid stock. You don't want hand laid stock. So hand loaded or single point sling would be solid because you have hot swap to give you that bonus accuracy, crowd control to give you that bonus damage. So it could be a good option there. Like I said, this is the larger mag size version of the Jingukogo-D basically. So next up we have last resort, hot swap, hand laid stock, fitted stock, and single point sling. I mean, let's face it, last resort on this gun will be a wasted talent in my opinion. You just don't use it. You're not going to be in that situation with that gun unless you're being silly, which if you're being silly, send me the video. I'd love to see it. Crowd control, spray and play, rifled barrel. Okay, here we go. Here's something really good. This is actually the best roll you're going to get on this week. So I would recommend picking this one up. Crowd control, spray and play, so you get those kills, you get that extra damage. When you get to the end of the mag, you're going to reload it quicker, and it has rifle barrel for that extra range. And unfortunately, rifle barrel reduces the reload, which is a problem on this gun because it's got pretty slow reload. Actually, for shotgun, it's not that bad, but the spray and play is going to really help you out. So I recommend the third one. Definitely pick that one up. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab that because that looks decent. That looks pretty decent. I like it. So actually, we'll hold on to that and wait. But next week, Foundry orders available for purchase. We have the Suros ARI-45 we just talked about. Omolon Thesan SR4, one of the best scout rifles in the game. I used this in the Wrath of the Machine, my first clear, and it did a lot of good work for me, so I definitely recommend that one. Omolon HC4, medium impact, medium rate of fire hand cannon, but it's a lot of fun. Then the Hakke D, the medium impact, medium rate of fire Hakke pulse rifle, very similar to the Lyudmila-D, and then the Suros JLB-47, which is a slight hair better than the 42, so if you're waiting on that PvP rocket launcher, and you don't have the 42, the 47 is a little bit better, so grab that one. But if I could only get one, I didn't have any, I would get the Tuanella, and then I would follow that up with probably the 47, and then just whichever of these three you think you like, because they're all pretty good. All these guns are pretty good for next week. So there you go, guys. Arms Day is complete. What did you get? What are you excited about? What do you want me to go into more detail about? And how are you liking Age of Triumph? I have not yet had a chance to play this very much, and I'm getting pretty excited. So if you want to do a Nightfall with me, come find me on my Twitch channel. We'll be doing Nightfalls, and then looking for that dang Necrochasm, and then maybe we might kill Crota a couple times. All coming this week. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to come to the Twitch channel, the link is in the description below. I will see you there. See you, bye.